And as they say, here we go again. So, here is a clip of a Chicago City Council meeting, and they are considering whether or not they should still become a sanctuary city, okay, at the time of this taping. So, we have, I'm assuming, grandmother here. I'm just going to go ahead and just read the subtitle below and let's have a conversation. So, she's talking about the vote. So, why would you not vote for this not to be a non-sanctuary city? And then second of all, Alderman, I give you credit, Alderman Lopez. My Alderman is not here, which is Emma Mitz. You guys really talked about that money when they gave out the $41 million. So let's see, Chicago closing schools that are non-performing, high rate of black unemployment, black homelessness. But they gave out $41 million. I wonder to whom? When you gave out the $41 million, when we were here that day, now, Brandon Johnson, you have to answer to the citizens of Chicago. Because come election time, I will not knock on doors for you or pass out your literature because you have not did a good job as the mayor. Because you have let us citizens down. As citizens, you did not. Your acts, the teachers are asking for the money. Why not give the money when you gave it to the immigrants? So somehow, Chicago found $41 million, 41 million taxpayer dollars to give to illegal immigrants. Took away the Section 8 and gave it to them. Boom. But someone said, oh no, you can't get Section 8. They can't give it to them. Took away Section 8 and gave it to them. You took away the Section 8 and you gave it to them. Now you want to build every building that's torn down. You want to rebuild it to give them housing. When we have over 65,000 homeless people. So let's see. I'm not the great accountant, but let's see. You have already over 65,000 homeless people. Okay. Okay. Oh, but then she said they took away the Section 8 to give it to the illegal immigrants, to the migrants. So it sounds to me like you're going to have a larger number of homeless people. It sounds to me that many more are about to join them. I recently heard of an article and it was stated that many black people are leaving Chicago. And I thought about it. This, as I understand, was a few months ago. I thought about it. Maybe that's why. Things are done by design. We discussed on Patreon, on my channel. This was an old video, it's still there. And thanks for all the new ones who've joined, appreciate it. Even if some people don't keep a subscription, they may look at the videos, that's fine. But I believe there's knowledge there and I hope it helps out. Discussed on my channel on Patreon, probably even last year, that you have a small business. If you know a little about investing, and you have a small business, guess what? You know how to trade. You do know you can open up a trading account in the name of your business, right? And you can trade that. So you can have your own personal account and you can have an account for your business if you know how to trade. What's the idea behind it? The idea behind it is to have assets for your business. Hopefully it'll grow. You can do sometimes on a small end, small options trade. and I do try to do test different things out. Um, let's say, oh, a couple of minutes. Well, you just bought a trade, made a trade, and it's up $50 or $75. If you did that once a day, just again, just letting you know, it doesn't have to be all, a large amount of money. Well, 50 times 5 is what, 250 a week. Last time I checked, 50 times 5 is 250 a week. So $50 a day. That's 250 a week. That's $1,000 a month. If you can try and balance that, and then as the account grows, you're going to have some ups and downs. But you see what I'm getting at? The idea is not just to have money in a business account, but also you can have a trading account. What's the idea behind that? Oh, it's planning. So the company will have a company can have a portfolio, a small company. Yeah. So why would I do that? It's about planning. It's about the future. It's about wanting to try and have your money make money. So in case business might get down a little bit, well, gee, it may be down some, and that does happen. Well, how's a company's portfolio? You can sell stock, you can borrow from that, drop a contract, talk to your accountant. How's the company's portfolio? Oh no, the business went under. It did? Okay, but how's the portfolio? The portfolio may outperform it. We discussed that on Patreon. Why? It's planning, not money just sitting there. It's planning for the future, thinking ahead. This right here that they're doing, as she said, you took away the Section 8 and gave it to the migrants. $41 million. Gave it to the immigrant, took away Section 8 and gave it to them. They want to build everything. You want to rebuild it and get them housing. When we have 65,000 homeless people, this right here, by your politicians, your councilmen, this is planning. Yeah, same thing. That's what planning looks like. And obviously, by this, the plan is to, let's see, taking away the Section 8. I already said they're going to come after those government programs. I already said it. Taking away the Section 8 and giving it to the migrants. Ma'am, they're planning, and what they're planning to do is to give somebody else a chance. And well, let's see. If you have 65,000 homeless people and you're taking away the Section 8, and I'm assuming it's from the Black community, what's the plan? End up homeless? Your replacement. I just said before in a video months ago about how they had them in the park, and then had um, they had the illegal immigrants in a park where the neighbors were, and I said before, oh, it's a matter of time. They're going to switch places pretty soon. The ones in the houses, you can't find jobs or things like that, or you lose your voucher. You're going to be in that park, and the immigrants going to be in the houses. It's going to be a switcheroo. Give it time. This is a good idea. Planning. So, like I said about if you know how to trade, maybe sometime. Listen, I traded Nvidia 2016 at 110 a share. Um, now it's over $1,000, right? Newsflash, not giving you disclaimer, not giving you any financial advice. They're about to do a stock split. I think it's June 10th. Somewhere between June 7th and June 10th, they're about to do a stock split. Right now, last I checked Friday, the stock was trading at $1,049 and some change. They're about to do a stock split where if you have one share of that stock, it's going to be 10 for 1. I'm not telling you to get in. I am. I'm going to go back in. But stop and think about it. Even if you're able to get maybe, 2 shares and just hold them. I traded initially in 2016. at $110 a share. $110 a share. Best, one of my best trades. It went to 1,049. You know your girl already sold, right? Yeah. Why? Planning. Stock split been announced. I'm like, well, are we gonna get a dip? I guess more folks are buying. 10 for 1. Why are they doing that? Planning. Why am I mentioning that? Because I am strongly considering. Why would I consider that? Because I traded it before at 110 a share, and then it went to $1,000, over $1,000 per share. So my $1,100 only had, like, let's say I started out initially with just 10 shares, so that was what, $1,100. 1,100 can become 10,000. Yeah, I would love for that to repeat. Doesn't mean it will. Again, not acting as a financial advisor, and I am not telling you to participate in this stock split. But what am I doing? I'm discussing a plan. Why? Based on the past performance. Again, it may not happen again. But planning, just in case. This right here, they are planning. Take away the Section 8. If a person was able to pay the going rent at the regular price, that would need Section 8. So if you take the person off Section 8, how are they going to maybe be able to afford housing? Chances are they could become homeless. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe somebody's been replaced. Maybe that's why I heard about in Chicago, a lot of African Americans. What are they doing? Leaving Chicago, going where? Well, many probably don't have a choice. Many probably don't have a choice. This right here took away the Section 8, and you gave it to them. Planning. Yeah. That's why we have to be open to ideas. Have to be open to ideas. We have to be willing to listen. Can't be so emotionally charged. Like the man told him, oh, if Trump doesn't get in office, it's going to be layoffs. He probably never should have told him anything. The folks got up and, you ain't tell me who to vote for. Oh, yeah, trying to make me vote for Trump. I will not. I will quit this job. Yeah, you go ahead and do it. One man quit the job. That was foolish. That was really stupid. The man shouldn't have said anything. But the man probably told them that. Why? Obviously, he's a businessman. Of course, you're always planning. I knew then it wasn't about trying to bully somebody to vote for Trump. I already knew what time it was. I knew then what that was about. It's about what? The taxes. Oh, wow, I already knew what time it was. It's about the taxes. He knows that the corporations are going to be taxed a whole lot more. That's what I figured. It's about the taxes. So the tax money has to come from somewhere. Ergo, he knew that Trump would be more favorable to a business, less taxes. Because the man understands business. Might not be the best businessman. I'm not saying that, of course not. But he understands it. He knows the Democrats. In his mind, I'm thinking, oh, yep, they're going to go ahead and it's going to get a little interesting. So that planning. And Trump didn't. And the man said it's going to be, layoffs. And Trump didn't with, gee, is that the only company that laid off? No, we've been hearing layoffs for the past 2 years. Honey, might be going on 3. I just can't take it. It's crazy. Even though it's not me. Oh my God. So now we get the message now. The man said it's going to be layoffs. He shouldn't have said nothing because the people, man, they want to rip him to shreds. Why? Planning. Letting you know the money's got to come from somewhere. So this here, planning. There is a plan. You got 65,000 people already homeless. 65,000 already homeless. But they have found 41 million. And here's the other thing, I'm going to say this. For Chicago, when you have children on a large scale, acting all wild, fighting up with the teacher, so you have so much violence. When you have that on a large scale and taking over downtown and causing companies to flee, a lot of crime. Got a news flash for you. No one's coming to invest. It's a bad investment. I'm going to need Chicago to kind of own your part up in here. Now, more than likely, the people who are at the council meeting, those are not the parents, I would imagine, are the ones that's taking over downtown, acting all wild and crazy. But here's the thing about it. The community needs to understand. Having all these kids acting wild, taking over, no accountability, they've been saying, hey, keep the children in. They have a curfew. Some of the parents were against the curfew. Are you mad at what you created? Don't want to be bothered with it? So when you have all this violence, all the thievery, all the fighting up in the schools and what have you, kids can't learn, sitting up here, can't read. I don't know what the hell you got backpacks on for and can't read. Newsflash for you, no one wants to invest in you. That's just facts. I'm going to give it to you straight. Nobody wants to invest in you. For what? Nobody wants to invest in you. It's a bad investment. So ergo, might be a good idea, a good time to have replacement. And that's what you're seeing here. Planning. You're not going to like the outcome. See, some people, they're used to get into a hullaboo and, oh yeah, well, I'm going to tell you this. Oh yeah, well, guess what? Yeah. And you're facing while you're being all dramatic, doing your thing. Other people are behind closed doors and you see what's going on here. Well, we have to do something. Listen, we're going to have to go ahead and starve them out. I'm not saying they're saying this is my opinion. Yeah, if you get them out, well, that's one way to do it. We just got to get them out of here. We're going to go ahead and have to starve them out, clean the city up, get some new citizens in here. Let's try to give the immigrants a chance. Well, what about Bonquifa? Well, Bonquifa and her mother, they've been on public housing for decades here, and I tell you, it's just not quite working out. What about little Titi? Well, the same thing too, so we're going to have to go ahead and make a plan, and I say we start with those vouchers. Oh, yeah, give the immigrant a chance. That's what's happening. And guess what? It's just the beginning. So, yeah, planning. I knew this behavior was not going to be tolerated. So, they're not going to be in your face and saying, well, listen here, ladies and gentlemen, and baby mamas and baby daddies. We got to stop these fatherless homes and get these kids under control. Have a family meeting. What the hell is that? They don't have no family meeting. We had them growing up, but again, I grew up in a family, mom and dad. We don't need all that. Tell you what to do. Now what you gonna do? 41 million for the illegal immigrants. Now what happened? Taking away the section and giving it to the immigrants. Handwriting on the wall. And you know what the sad thing is? For Chicago, this is what you voted for, by the way. Again, when I hear people mad at Biden, I'm not a Biden fan, obviously. But the man told you what he was gonna do. And now we're doing it, and now you're mad. At this point, we can't even have a discussion with some about critical thinking skills because, baby, common sense is not even there. And here's the sad thing for Chicago. You think you're going to undo this? Good luck. I wouldn't have bet you that you have some outrage, but the majority, they're going to still vote the way they voted for. They've been taught to do this. Just vote Democrat. Not that I'm saying the Republicans are in love with you, but the old Trumpster said keep them out. And maybe if had done this, wouldn't be having that problem. So emotional. Planning. And I hate to tell you, this is not going to be resolved overnight or reversed overnight. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's a done deal. The contract has been signed and the ink has dried. And I think they woke up, but it's a little too late. Anyway, this video is longer than I anticipated. My apologies. But of course, this is not a channel for popcorn knowledge. People love popcorn knowledge that is pop, 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 pop right into poverty. Right into poverty. Popcorn knowledge. So anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Good luck to Grandmama and the Chicagoans out there. And I'm out.